Students, welcome to third standard social class video session, lesson 8, food. In today's session, we are going to learn about food from farm to market. Let us go into the session. In this session, we are going to learn lesson 8, food, topic, food from farm to market. Earlier, people ate food that they cultivated in their fields or that was found in the place where they lived. Other than farming, people also reared cows, goats, sheep, poultry, and caught fish. However, with the movement of people towards towns and cities, the number of people growing their own food has decreased. People living in towns and cities have become dependent on farmers for their food. All of the agriculture produce, including the raw vegetable and fruits and milk, meat, egg and fish, etc., is now transported in trucks and lorries from farm to the common markets. Finally, the produce reaches the small shops and traders from where we buy these food products, using which we prepare a variety of food for our everyday consumption. First, let us learn about farming. Agriculture is the science and art of cultivating plants and livestock. The history of agriculture began thousands of years ago. So, farming, which means is growing crops or keeping animals by people for food and raw materials. Farming is a part of agriculture. People may have started farming because the weather and soil began to change. Farming can feed many more people than hunter-gatherers can feed on the same amount of land. Agriculture provides most of the world food and fabrics. Cotton, wool and leather are all agricultural products. Agriculture also provides wood for construction and paper products. These products, as well as the agricultural method used, may vary from one part of the world to the another. Next, we are going to learn about fishing. What is the importance of fishing? Sustainable, protective fisheries and aquaculture improve food and nutrition security, increase income and improve livelihood, promote economic growth and protect our environment and natural resources. You know, children, why are fish so important to humans? Fish play an important role in fighting hunger and malnutrition. Fish is not only a source of protein and healthy fats, but also a unique source of essential nutrients, including long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, iodine, vitamin D, and calcium. Fish can sometimes serve as a solution to existing health problems. Next, we are going to learn about cattle farming. Cattle farming involves rearing and management of two types of animal, one group for food requirements like milk and another for labor purpose like ploughing, irrigation, etc. Here, the animals which provide milk are called dairy animals, for example, goats, buffalo and cows, etc. Animals which are used for labor are called draught animals. Cattle farming are not all about milk or meat production. It has some responsibilities to do. To meet the human requirements, we need to take good care and need proper management of livestock. In cattle farming, animals are maintained in strictly hygienic manner with proper housing. For maintenance, we need follow some routines. Animals and the sheds need to be cleaned at regular intervals. Animals should be brushed regularly to remove the dirt and bugs in their bodies. The shed should be well ventilated and roofed so that animals are protected from rain, heat, and cold. A proper drainage system should be there to remove animal waste. Food requirements of animals are also a part of cattle farming. To maintain high yielding and disease resistant breeds, they must be provided with an adequate water supply and nutrient rich fodder regularly according to their needs. Next, we are going to learn about poultry farming. Poultry farming is a form of animal husbandry which raises domesticated birds such as chickens, ducks, turkeys, and geese to produce meat or eggs for food. Next, we are going to learn about market. A market is a place where two parties can gather to facilitate the exchange of goods and services. The parties involved are usually buyers and sellers. What are the two major types of markets? Physical markets. Physical markets is a setup where buyers can physically meet the sellers and purchase the desired things from them in exchange of money. Non-physical markets are virtual markets. In such markets, I hope you got clear information about food from farm to market. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.